Hey guys, this is Silverwolf20, and here we have a battle against a good friend of mine, itsvee, from PokemonEpisode.org. Now, I'm using my Kanto team, and she's using her regular team, so I leave the Blastoise and switch out against her Feraligatr while it Dragon Dances. Now, she fears the Will-O-Wisp and switches out to Steelix for some reason. So I burn the Steelix, and I'm like, okay, let's start flamethrowering. So I do that, and Steelix is able to take the first one while it curses up. Now, I'm thinking, even though it has leftovers, with the burn damage, I might be able to KO it with the second one. But I do not, and it's able to blow up. However, blowing up doesn't even do half to Weezing because of the burn, which was great for me. And seeing the Jolteon, I switched to my Chansey named Candy, so it has to switch, and while it switches I set up Stealth Rock, and now I'm going to switch back out into Weezing, not predicting the fighting attack, but figuring that it was going to use a physical attack, and I want to try to burn this thing too. But it switches to Latias, or she switches to Latias, to take the burn. I'm like, okay, slowly whittle away its health, that's no big deal. So now I'm just going to switch to Chansey because all Latias is special, and this thing has Psycho Shift. I'm like, okay. That's no big deal either. So what I'm going to do is, while it starts Calm Minding, I'm going to set up my Wish, and then on the next turn, since even with +1 special attack, I can take anything this thing has, so while it Calm Minds again, I set up my Substitute, which is a nice little combo because all the HP I just lost from making the sub comes right back thanks to Wish. So, it's a nice little combo. Unfortunately, it doesn't get to be shown all that much here, so it's going to Dragon Pulse, and Dragon Pulse is able to break my sub. I'm like, crap. Let me Seismic Toss. And it's not even going to do a quarter. So, this thing has a lot of HP. Candy's not going to be able to take it down on its own. But that's okay if I can at least try to weaken it to the point where when I switch in something else it has to recover. I could at least try that. So, now, while I'm figuring, since I know it's going to recover, let me set up my Wish, which I do. And I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to be able to live another attack easily, so I can just set up my sub. It Dragon Pulses, and it gets the crit. So Candy goes down. I bring in Primeape, figuring +4 stat changes. Punishment can one-hit KO, right? Right? No! Latias barely survives, and it's able to take Sora out with Dragon Pulse. I'm like, fuck! I'm not going to get swept by Latias. I refuse. So now I bring in my Jolteon, and I Shadow Ball, and I'm thinking, if it lives, I'm going to be mad. But Shadow Ball does take it down, so major threat averted. So then it comes Sceptile, and I already know that it's going to go for the Earthquake. Or, actually, I thought it was going to go for the Earthquake, but it actually switches to Feraligatr again, while I switch to Weezing, and I'm going to go for the obvious Will-O-Wisp, and she's going to bring in Jolteon, but Will-O-Wisp misses. So I'm like, fuck. Okay, no problem. So I'll go for Thunderbolt. I mean, not Thunderbolt, Flamethrower. And I survive its first Thunderbolt. I'm able to do some damage with Flamethrower, but now Shadow Ball will take out Wheezing, which is no real big deal because I have my Jolteon, who can take any Jolteon's Shadow Ball from full health. So I take its Shadow Ball, I respond with my own, V's Jolteon goes down, and now she brings in Miltank, and I'm just going to go straight for the Thunderbolt, hoping to do as much damage as possible. It survives the Thunderbolt, it's able to Earthquake, so now my Jolteon's going to go down. Like, that's no big deal at all, because I have Silver, the Tauros. Now, I sub just thinking that she's going to go for Milk Drink so I can get my free sub up, but she actually just goes for the attack. And I'm like, okay, I'll just body slam and you'll be dead. Bye! Now, it's at this point where I'm thinking, if Tauros cannot beat Sceptile, I will lose. So I protect just to see what Sceptile is going to do. And it goes for Energy Ball. So I'm like, okay, this is a special Sceptile. So I go for Body Slam and I get the Parahax, which means I will definitely be able to KO Sceptile next turn because I survived the Energy Ball. So I Body Slam again, take out Sceptile. So now the last Pokemon she has is Feraligatr. And I just go for the Body Slam to get as much damage off on it as possible and hope for Parahax. I do not get Parahax this time. Feraligatr is able to Waterfall and take out Silver, but it doesn't really matter because my Blastoise has Hidden Power Electric, and that will take down Feraligatr. So great game, V. Very, very close battle. And this is Silverwolf20 saying see you guys later and take care. Bye.